Today, I want to talk about willpower. And if you've ever tried to lose weight and you use willpower, you know that it doesn't really work long term. You want to try to improve your life. You made a great New Year's resolution. You have these big goals and you're putting in the hard work. And then it all goes to hell. And then you gain weight back. There's just no lasting results when you have to keep relying on willpower. Then we think we're the problem and you beat yourself up and then you just settle and you feel like a loser. People spend billions on fad diets for this very reason. And we keep trying them and trying them. And scientists say by the year 2025, more than 50% of the world population will be overweight. And it seems those of us who try the hardest end up to be the biggest failures. And then we think, okay, we have the option to think, okay, it's our genetics. Everybody in my family is overweight. Great. Or it's hormones and blame it on, having a baby or menopause. Or most of us actually blame ourselves for the lack of willpower and then we beat ourselves up. But I'd like to take a look at another way of thinking. Our country has gone through so many changes. I mean, in the late 1800s, there was the Industrial Revolution. People had used to work on farms and get a lot of exercise, eat fresh food right out of the ground, right? And then they began working indoors at factories and in offices and started eating more packaged food. I remember in the 50s, when TV dinners came out, I mean, a big deal. It was great. They were frozen and you just heat them up. And yeah, and they were really all the rage. So, and now with all this tech advancement that we have and this go, go, go attitude in our society, we end up eating power bars and protein drinks to sustain us. And fresh food becomes something that takes too much time to prepare. And of course, time is money, right? Ah, and all these new world rules cause addictions to our phones, okay? Our computers, fast food, caffeine, sugar, all of it. And then we add in the constant stress that we're under and sleep deprivation. And this kind of just becomes the norm. It's the norm for our lives. And we become addicted to this new lifestyle. You know, but if you ever ask anybody who's had a drug addiction or alcohol addiction or been to rehab, they can tell you that willpower doesn't work if you're addicted to something. So let's look at another way. Are you serious really about making lasting changes with your weight? It may take time and patience with yourself. So are you still on board? Okay. You need to create the conditions to make your goal easy. Okay. And I know you've heard this before. You need to get all the foods that you've chosen not to eat out of the house. But really do need to remove everything that opposes this new commitment that you've made. And why make it harder for yourself? Only buy the ice cream that the kids like, don't buy your favorite kind or your favorite kind of cereal or whatever it is that is your thing. And put out your gym clothes the night before so you can jump into them, go to the gym, or if you want to go out for a walk or whatever, be ready. Create the environment that will make you successful. And then you need to create the time to be able to listen to your intuition. This is really important. Put down the phone, forget email and Facebook for just a little while. And I find that I like to get all my thoughts out on paper and journal, just dump all my thoughts on paper, just a big brain dump. And then I can sit there and I can allow my intuition to come in because my mind is clear. And then spend time to focus on your goals. Listen to hypnosis sessions or meditate. Those kind of things can really change a lot of your mental chatter. And now the hard part, looking at who you hang out with the most. Okay. Are they toxic? Are they filled with drama? Do you feel worse after you've spent time with them? Or do you hang out with people who make you laugh and you feel inspired when you leave them? Find the correct people. I know in AA they stress that you need to stay away from the snake pit if you don't want to get bit. And that means not going to the bars and hanging with your friends that you were there before with. So maybe look at the people that you hang with because we become like the five people we hang out with the most. If they're overweight, they don't exercise, whatever. Maybe you might want to find some new friends. And if you can't find these people, fill your mind with positive books and audios, uplifting TV shows that inspire you. And there was a time in my life when I moved to the Northwest that these kind of things helped me so much because I didn't really know anybody. And because you want to make this lasting change, you have to create an environment that supports that change. And then you need to start acting like the person that you want to be. In order to be the person that you want to be, you have to do the things that that person would do to be that person. Does that make sense? I hope so. Well, this is a start. But in another episode, I will be talking about that person that you want to be, the person that you want to be in your dream life, and getting really specific about that person, your future self. Until next time.